The word is pressure. The only person that applies pressure to you is yourself, okay? Other people can influence you to apply pressure to yourself, but you are the one who is responsible for the amount of pressure you put on yourself. What is pressure? Pressure is a force to do work, okay? Now, I pressure myself a lot, and basically the download that I got last week was to alleviate pressure from yourself so the gift can reign more freely. This is why your notifications have to be on now to catch a show. This is why I don't have a structured schedule appointment. We're evolving into that because God downloaded unto me that you are putting way too much pressure on yourself. You wake up at 6, you tailor celebrities until midnight, and then next thing you know, you have a tip jar full of 1,012 readings that you do answer within 24 hours. Not to mention, then you wake up and from 12 to fucking 5, you are reading the general public that have booked private appointments on your schedule. It has been so much pressure applied over these past 8 years, and I didn't realize it because when you do apply that much force to you, your body, your mind, and your spirit is trained to work at that level of vivacity, but you don't realize how that is weighing on you ultimately. So right now, I want everybody who's listening to me, I know the comments are off on Instagram right now, but to yourself, think about the pressure that you're applying to yourself. Are you applying pressure because your boss is suggesting that you do a better job? Are you applying pressure to yourself because you want more money in this existence? Where is the pressure coming from?
Because now it's the problem.
And once you got that answer, assess if you are applying too much pressure to yourself. From that point, now I was applying too much pressure to myself, but I'm not built like most people because it took 8 years for me to realize what I was doing to myself. But I feel like on a weekly or even monthly basis, we need to do checks and balances with ourselves to where we assess not only our ambition, but the pressure we're putting on ourselves to achieve great things. I know I'm not the average person, and I know my audience is not the average people. We are gods amongst mortals, darling. And the pressure that gods have on them, especially demigods or people who are of influence in today's society, is very much, right? And you can claim that pressure is coming from external forces, but you're the one who's allowing that to be a pressure to you. So check and balance to make sure that the pressure you're applying to yourself is beneficial, okay? If you know that you're applying pressure to yourself to become a millionaire, you have to have the sound mind to know that you're not going to do that overnight, and pressure can be spread out to where when you do finally reach the finish line, it's that much sweeter, and you're not left discombobulated at the top. You know what I'm saying? Somebody hears me today. Somebody hears me today. Okay? And what happens when too much pressure is applied over time, you have a breakdown. Okay, you break the fuck down, and then you're gonna need to take my healing class so you can get the tools on how to rebuild yourself. But if you're watching my testimony, you kind of are getting the tips because what I teach is what I've lived through. Understand? Okay, and that healing class is available right now to sign up for. It's the cheapest class, only $175. I suggest you get the class, hope. How do you depressurize? Okay, what I do to depressurize, I beautify, okay, which means nails, hair, the works, okay? I go shopping, okay? I don't do enough of that. I travel, okay? And I treat my mom well. Those things take pressure off of me. I do good I do good for people. I love the feeling when somebody smiles randomly when you do an act of kindness, or you feel that their receptivity is resonating in a positive vibration in their spirit. I feel like but it's different for each person. I feel like it's different for each person. So you have to identify what relieves your pressure. Masturbation. You know, sucking dick.
I would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed?
Woo, that'll do it.
So really do some checks and balances with yourself and assess the pressure that you're putting on yourself to be great. It's easier when you know that you're already great. Okay? And sometimes when you apply pressure, you forget to look in the mirror and compliment yourself and appreciate yourself for the work that you've done. I'm in the process of doing that right now. Okay? And as you can see, even at the beginning of it, you start to feel a lot better about your living experience. At least I hope that's reflected in the show. Is it reflected in the show? Give me a thumbs up or some heart emojis if it is. Okay?